Hello and welcome to Aim Guitar with me, Anjay. Today I thought we would look at another gobbledy-bollocks phrase, transparent. You'll often hear in guitar reviews, a bit like Edge of Breakup, you'll hear the phrase transparent. And it wasn't until quite recently that I really understood what transparent really meant, especially when talking about overdrives. So if we look at a classic overdrive like a Tube Screamer, when you turn that on, as well as getting all of the overdrive effects that come with it, you also get a big frequency boost in the mid-range of the frequency. So, if your frequency is like this, the mid part will suddenly jump. Obviously, you can adjust. There is a tone sweep as well, but that adjusts something slightly different. The mid hump's fairly fixed. And a lot of overdrives do this. They'll change the tone. It will change the frequencies that are coming through and enhance certain frequencies, knock off bass, enhance mids and trebles and that kind of thing. And that affects the overall tone of your guitar setup. So when we talk about transparent, what we mean is that whatever it adds to the guitar tone, it's not taking away or adding frequencies. It might be adding kind of harmonic content, but what it's not doing is it's not boosting or cutting any frequencies unnaturally. So a good example of this would be the Noble's ODR1. When that's set at kind of a neutral tone, all you're getting is the drive, the overdrive effect, and the harmonic sort of content that comes with adding overdrive, rather than it giving you the overdrive and that crunchy feel, but also then adding extra frequencies and mid boosts, unlike the Tube Screamer. Now, the most well-known examples of this would be the Klon and the Timmy. So the Klon was specifically built in kind of response to the Tube Screamer to remove this mid hump that a Tube Screamer gave you and just produce kind of natural overdrive. The way you can tell if it's transparent or not, really, when you're listening to it, is does any part of the frequency sound louder when you engage the pedal? So the overall volume may go up and you'll get the distortion, but does it feel like there's more treble? Does it feel like some of the bass has been taken away? Does it feel like bass has been added? Does it feel like there's a mid scoop or the mids have pushed? So you're kind of trying to listen out for, does it just sound like your guitar did before you switched it on, but with some gain and kind of crunch and distortion added to it? At the end of this video, I'll do a quick example. I'm going to be using the new version of Eddie Rifkin's Karen pedal, because that has an active EQ that you can switch on and off. So all you're going to hear with the EQ off is pretty much transparent guitar tone, just with some kind of extra volume and some grit. And then when I put the tone stack in, you'll hear, all the treble and bass shift a lot. But yeah, so transparent. Gobbledy-bollocks for doesn't tweak your EQ. That's all it is. Just doesn't change the EQ profile, particularly of your guitar. So you get a much more representative version of your guitar sound, your amp sound, without any EQ mucking around with it. Hope that makes sense. Demo's coming up just so you can quickly hear it before the credits. Like, subscribe, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Hopefully with some cool new guitars to demo and a new pedal. So I'll see you soon. Cheers. Okay, so this is the basic Karen. This is my tone without Karen engaged. Okay, now we're going to engage Karen, but without the tone stack. So you can hear it's louder and there's some grit, but the tone hasn't actually really changed. So this is with, without. Now, if we engage the tone stack, you'll hear what a non-transparent overdrive sounds like. So you can hear the tone is affected by what the pedal's doing. Without the tone stack, you had the transparent drive, where the tone was just the EQ that came from the guitar and the grit that is given and the volume boost that's given through the Karen.